CR gaming, and we're kicking things off here on Vertigo, where, needless to say, I think CR need to pick up a victory if they want any hope in this series.
Yeah, I would agree with that, Dean. Of course, we're at a state right now for Atom, of course, where there is one thing to worry about, and that is the fact they're playing with their coach there, of course, as well, in Cammy. And Mosier will be missing out. And so far, this pissed around is most certainly going Sharan Gaming's way. Nice shots from Risk. Himself one. And at the moment, it's a nice clean-up, but Advent with the dualies going wild on the big flank. He does actually drop the bomb as well, so it most certainly gives Coach Cammy a vague chance at this 1v2, and it's not like he's a coach that doesn't play often either. He's a player himself, formerly, and that's a great shot. Does he know the whereabouts of Kira, though? Kira's going to try and escape toward the opposite bomb site, and he just gets through Connector and will be able to get that bomb planted on B. But Cammy knows that, and he's hot in pursuit.
Yeah, I mean, it's only now been planted, so not having a kiss shouldn't be too much trouble, especially since there's also a smoke in play. Will have narrowed down where he's at this point. Spotted though and instantly dinked. That makes it so much harder now for Cammy. Needs to just try and play off at a contact, but at this point Kira sees he's not on the bomb, can just hang back and wait for the push to come in. Dishing out more damage in the meantime, and well, eventually the smoke going down makes things a bit awkward. If he had a kit, maybe he could have tried to hop on the bomb, but unfortunately that's not the case, so Cammy decides to just back away, keep the armor, and have something at least to work with in this next round. A good attempt at the turnaround, I've got to say, from Rear Atom, considering the position they were in. That flank from Advent almost gave them a lifeline with the double from the dual Berettas, but unfortunately the initial few kills just kind of swaying the way of CR so early in that round gave them a nice leg up, and they were eventually able to close it. And with that, get themselves a nice opportunity here, picking up the pistol. Let's see if they can capitalize, if they can build up an early lead. Oh, is that a FAMAS I think already bought up? So it looks to be the Force anyway.
Yep, looks like Advent's dropped that over to Jam Young, which makes sense. He's one of the star players, of course, on this team. Advent, usually the IGL. I'm not sure if Cammy's going to be doing a little bit of the help with that. Now he's actually in the server with the boys, but let's see. Maybe that FAMAS will decide to take a heads-up duel towards the bottom of ramp, and it actually works out nicely. Kate will be removed, and now Cammy's got a big off angle in mid. If he can get himself one, it would be really nice, and there we go. Trade has to be instant, but it keeps Rear Atom in a 4v3 as Advent looks to tap away with that P250. We'll recover that FAMAS.
Yeah, good work from Cammy. Interesting that he's one of the players who ends up with one of two FAMASs as well, in the coach. His teammates still seem to trust him. Oh, that's a free kill, just right above Risk. Can get the AK, needs to be careful though. Doesn't want to get out of here quickly before the peak comes in. Never mind, just lines up two of them.
Oh,
Mercury on fire. What a round. Okay, I didn't expect them to manage to pull off the force bite quite that easily. That's troublesome for CR. Now they have a bunch of rifles that they've gotten out of winning that round as convincingly as they did. They only have to buy up nades on like 3 of the players, so they even get to build a bit of economy on top of having AKs, Galils, M4s and such. So yeah, kind of worst case scenario for CR really.
Yep, 3 T rifles over on that CT side now. That's a rough one for CR. Of course, down to the force buy battles now. Meta dictates you have to force back in, and that's exactly what they're having to do. A couple of Deagles and 3 Tech 9s. And Cammy will try and hold them off in mid. That's a lovely shot, though. Instant on the trade. I think probably couldn't be any faster there, with Cammy getting one headshot with the AK and the Deagle getting the shot back in response instantly. If you could have a trade where one player dies as you shoot a bullet, and it's the same player, if you know what I mean. Same player trades you. That could probably be what it probably would look like, but not possible in CS. Second player, Kira, got that frag. Oh, okay. That's a bit of oversight there for Mercury. Swung ramp a little bit more aggressively than he needed to. Gives a free Tech 9 tap to Ruben, who was making a lot of noise, and that's maybe why Mercury was looking for a frag, but now they've got a great chance to get this bomb down on A.
Yeah, I'd gotten away with that ramp peak the round before when he got the double spray down, so I guess thought he could do it again. Evidently not. Now the bomb going down on this A bomb site, and suddenly CR have a pretty good shot, especially as the push is coming in. Deagles, I was gonna say, with a chance to catch them as they come through the smoke, and Kira with a third kill at this point. He was the one that got that initial trade in on mid, leaving it all on the Kaze now. 2 players to find, one in on Ali, one at the bottom of the ramp. He may have heard the footsteps there, but it doesn't matter. He's going to get caught off guard from Risk. And we said CR were in a worst case scenario there, having lost that previous round, but they strike right back with a pretty weak force buy as well.
Yeah.
Impressive stuff.
Well done. That timing for Kaze was rough there in that 1v2. He was checking all the right angles, and then as soon as he looks away to go back toward the bomb to tap it again, that's when Risk has a little look from yellow. And he gets it done. And Raritan will continue with their force buys, of course. Jamyang, M4, 2 MP9s, P250 on Mercury, and a Famas on Kaze, and Jamyang's going to try and take a straight up fuel again with the flashbang. Oh, it's a whiffy one. But he still gets away with the frag, but he's only 1 bullet away from going down to any of these rifles. And he's still sticking around, so it's very dangerous for him, but he's getting away with it for now. Well, surely he'll be found, and there we go. He actually tried to chuck the M4 over to Mercury there, I believe. He was trying to fall back with it and give it to a teammate as he was so low, but now it's in the hands of Wenzi. More Mac 10 required for him, but that's a good duel won by Kaze. He's got Mercury in support again to try and get a gun.
A constant back and forth. Risk takes quite a bit of damage there in order to trade out on Kaze as well. Not ideal. Mercury taking an MP9, letting Cammy have the AK. They're actually playing things pretty passively over on this A-bomb site. In theory, CR could just walk up and take it.
They've got utility to take it as well. They've got the smoke, the molly, the flash. But just chilling in the B connector right now. Stairway. The bomb is deciding to head back toward A, but look at this. Oh, this timing could not be worse. Oh, this is awful. Kira's going to be double flanked at the worst possible timing. That is unbelievable. You wouldn't know that, right? If you're together as a team, both players in a good position to play off of each other, and then just when you split up to go and look for information, that happens. 2 players walking on the flank, and to be fair, Kaze got timing on the previous clutch, so I guess it can go both ways, and it most certainly did do then.
This is crazy. We don't get too much back and forth like this anymore.
True.
1 Galil, some Deagles, Tech-9s. I mean, it doesn't look great, but it's better than the force buy that they were able to make work previously, so I'm not going to count them out. We'll see exactly what their plan is. A little bit of utility as well. Smoke down the ramp. Kaze had a second one to pick up, I believe, but that would indicate we're probably going to be seeing the aggressive ramp peaks once again, and, well, they've been loving it so far, so why not? Mercury gets his MP9 down the ramp up close. That'll give them a good bit of control, potentially, and it does seem to have already given CR an idea of bringing this back over towards B. All 5 of them right now grouped towards the bottom of these stairs.
Execute coming in. And been under a bit of pressure, but there is a couple of players here to help him, so it should be alright for him. The flash is going to be pretty decent. He'll send the Tech-9s in very deep, and a tap through the smoke removes Advent from the situation. Kate and Ruben get 2 frags to the Tech-9, but Kaze's still here, and then Jamyang eventually realises there's a player up close. He covers into a 3v2. Risk 16 HP with that Galil. He'll get removed by Kaze despite hitting a dink through the edge of generator. And now it's all down to Ruben. Has got the bomb, but hasn't really got any space to retreat. Doesn't know if someone's peeking him from default, so doesn't want to walk back down the stairs. And now he knows that Kaze's pushing forward. 2 players coming to check it out. Mercury will check close. He won't check close, actually. Oversight. But Kaze's spray will finish off the job. Both AKs saved. And that will finally, I would imagine, put CR Gaming down to a full eco.
Yeah, a few pistols can be upgraded, but not a lot more than that. Most players even looking to stick to the Glocks, it seems, so I would imagine we're going to have an easy enough time in this round. Potentially looking at keeping all 5 alive, ideally, I think, because they haven't really managed to build up any sort of economy up to this point. They're still in a very weak territory. Few players below B there that I think were caught by the flash. Don't think they were spotted, but slowed down any sort of quicker plays they might have had in mind, and well, it doesn't doesn't really look like they have much of a play in mind. They're spread out right now, hoping for some picks. A shaky spray from Advent. Close to getting that second kill. Will eventually go back in and claim it alongside his teammates Flash. And, well, yeah, they're handling this pretty easy. Again, I didn't love the approach from CR. I feel like they could have done something a little bit more together. And Op being recovered now. Now that makes it interesting. Cammy finishes off Kate, though, so that Op's going to be left alone.
Yeah, that's a... If I'm going to be incredibly nitpicky, I'll say that Kaze probably didn't need to fight Ramp in that situation when he didn't know someone could be walked up close. Again, it's a timing factor, but either way, you're risking the AWP, and funnily enough, Risk is the one to take it. But as long as they can get this kill and get it cleanly, they'll be fine. And look how Rare Atom are positioning themselves right now. They're not giving Risk a chance to peek into any of them with that AWP. Playing it super defensively. As soon as the bomb plant comes in, they will swarm. They're actually going to allow it to come through. So the goal for CR Gaming in this round to actually get that bomb planted is pretty successful. And Risk, smartly, chucks the AWP off the map as well. So it's not recoverable for Rare Atom. They'll have to repurchase that if they want it. Cammy or Advent can drop it. But of course, that will take a lot of cash out of the Rare Atom hands. So Risk certainly did the right thing there.
Yeah, really the best they could do was limit the economy gain for Rare Atom. You can see after buying the op back up, they themselves do not have much left on anyone, so still really the one gun round win could put CR in a position to start taking some control. That nade, was that Cammy that caught it in on mid and nade down to 49? Not ideal. Worth noting though, he is tied for top frag alongside two of his teammates right now. It is a team effort from Rare Atom. We weren't too sure what to expect from Cammy himself, even though, as you said, he's clearly got experience. Still just good to see he is performing. Bit of a slower round yet again.
He's never been a bad stand-in at all as a coach. If you're honestly probably one of the players that in this region, if you had as a coach that needed to stand in at any moment, I think probably one of the best choices.
I like the angle he was on a second ago.
Kaze will go down first, but that's a good flash in toward mid, unfortunately. And he gets one frag back in return. And Wenzel will go back to recover the bomb and then try and take it back toward the A bomb site. They're going to make a lot of noise with this, so Atom certainly know it's coming. They have rotated two players over very quickly, so right now it's still a 2v3 for the CT side. Oh. Unlucky.
They are stalling a bit though with the time. Afraid, I guess, that the final two players might both be here, which they kind of are, but for now held off slightly by the smoke. It's Cammy on the op, hoping for something. Yes. He hits the wall bang. There we go. A follow-up potentially on Kate, who's coming in right now. Support from Advent. Flashes going out. Unfortunately, he loses his teammate, left all alone. He's only good for one more before the trade is there in return from Kate. Even picks the op back up, I think, so that they have that to work with.
Yes. A
third round from CR. They are keeping this competitive. They do not want to let Rare Atom take any sort of control. And although they can just about scrape together another buy here on this CT side, it's not quite perfect. So if CR take this, suddenly it's an eco out of Rare Atom. There's an opportunity for CR to even get a lead going for themselves here early on the T side. Oh, that's going to make things a lot harder. 28 health for Kaze, looking back at him like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, that would be probably the exact thing they're saying, to be honest. Because it's the worst part about it as well is that, one, it was a backstab, and two, Kaze had no Kevlar in this round, so it's done even more damage than it otherwise would have. Oh dear. 28.
Sacrifice to get the glass cannon up so they'd have someone to create early opportunities as well, and then his teammate stabs him in the back. Literally and metaphorically.
Yeah. Sort of a misplaced and mistimed flash there. Kate was absolutely brilliant into that one, but he still might take Mercury. I lied. Positioning is good on the edge of the smoke, and he does great damage as well. Goodness me. Risk and Ruben. How have they escaped that one with 22 HP between the two of them? I don't know. Suddenly, even despite that accidental knife to Kaze, the round is most certainly in Rare Atom's favour. That's That's rough, though. Advent's been spotted, and he only has that deagle, so he's going to be most certainly pounced upon here. Tries to take a duel on top of default, but that will bait Cammy in nicely, and that drops the bomb as well. All the information in the world, and that's a lovely second from Cammy, actually. Risk still alive. And that 4 HP should be taken down, and there we go. Kira is desperately trying to plant in the smoke, but it's not going to happen. Has a chance to fight, though, and he gets both kills, and he's going to escape with the bomb again. He can actually get himself over toward the A bomb site. Wild sprays on the edge of that position on the B site. Letting him run riot and go toward the other side, but unfortunately he's planting in the open, and Jam Young is going to run him down. But again, a nice try. And again, as we said earlier, most certainly limits that damage and the economy. Hang on, I'm going to hurry up here, mate.
Yeah.
Taking a long time getting this up. You haven't got a kit.
Does he? Yeah.
I think he'll be fine.
He has time now anyway.
Yeah, he's fine.
Run straight to it.
I've seen blunders before, okay? I just get concerned sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, I thought he was screwed there before he even got the first of those 2 kills, as he got dinked up in the smoke. So
yes,
it was a miracle he was even able to get a bomb plant out of that one on top of doing all that damage. So they've got to remain positive, I'd imagine. The problem is, even with the bomb plant, the economy isn't quite there, rather, for CR to buy. So they're likely looking at 1 eco, maybe some pistols, a bit of Kevlar on a few players. Focus on the damage and then look to get the buyout again as soon as they can. But as I said, it is not quite now. So
I'd have liked to have seen Kira go for a hero AK there with 5.3, but I guess they want to have enough money for an AWP in the next round, maybe. So
yeah, he gets a deagle and Kevlar. They get a few smokes as well. They probably have a plan in mind here. It looks like the focus is around the ramp. Mercury with a crazy peek. We seen it earlier when he had the dual Berettas. This time with the FAMAS, he finds, I think it was all 5 players pretty much on the other side.
I believe so. Smoke on the right side, but there are 3 players here for Atom, and they're going to brawl their way in. That's what's always very fun about watching this region in Challenger League. Always a lot of brawling, and they're very happy to continue peeking over and over and going for these clutch attempts, and Jam Young's doing a great job at clearing up these pistols. Got himself 2 frags from the double stack position there without even really seeing the second player. Just bursted and got 2 headshots. Got it done nicely. And that's Roatum there with double the score of CR Gaming. Buy can come in, and they do have the AWP available, like we said. Risk has armor and utility as well. So this is important for them to hit back again here.
Risk is going to need to find something with this op early on. Oh, I think Wenzy's about to get naded. It's not as much damage as I thought that was going to do at all. Seemed like it landed right at his feet. Either way, again, pretty standard from RA. They're aggressive both around the ramp and over on these B stairs. Falling back off after putting in the initial presence, but just making sure CR Gaming are going to have to be cautious of it, are going to have to use their nades once they want to start actually claiming some sort of map control. And a tight angle from Jam Young there claims the opening kill on towards Kate. They don't need to keep on pressing the issue as much anymore. It's CR now who are feeling the pressure to try and open something up and try and salvage this round.
Yeah. Jam Young most certainly knows his angles around ramp there. A little gap in the right hand side of sandbags that can be used in those sort of situations. But Risk, hang on a second. How did Kaze get tagged down so low as well? That's what I want to know. Oh, the timing peek from Cammy though. That's really smart. He peeks just as they fall away from mid. Ruben will manage to trade it. And with the HP on Kaze, we didn't see how he got tagged down so low, I don't think. Risk going to try and duel up against him, and he will flick down nicely. Ask me how he took some damage to that, because Jam Young maybe just hit 1 bullet through the edge of the wall there. Didn't do much damage at all. Kazi will go back in though, and that's a beautiful frag. Still fighting away on that 4 HP. But now, of course, he's got to worry about all these timings with 13 seconds to go. When's he'll get the bomb planted? Wallbang again? Does Kaze go for it? He doesn't, because Advent's coming in on a flank. And it's perfect. Ruben, last alive. Advent can probably hold the bomb here. Kaze knows he's probably coming in from mid. He's got all the information, and he can just delay the time. It's perfectly played. And Kaze stays alive with Advent defusing to give Atom a solid 7th.
Yeah, I did get a little bit worried though once we got down into the 2-on-2. They're managing to handle it. Oh, Not really with the ability to build up any economy, though, how close all these rounds have been. Kaze should have a little bit left over after this, but after the reinvestment here from the other three to get their rifles, it's still a position where CR could, in theory, break them with pretty much just one round win. So you can see their way back into this game. It's just going to be a tough one for them to actually crack through. Full rifles, no ops this time around for CR. Utility could be slightly better as well, but they have the basics. They have what they need to at least put up a fight here in this round. Let's see what the plan is. I mean, so far it's been really standard from them. I mean, we've seen them fight in ramp a ton, stairs a couple times over on B. We haven't seen much on mid other than, I think, the initial couple rounds. So I was thinking that's maybe somewhere where they could have swapped things up, but instead they just try and focus on punishing that ramp peak. And that's exactly what they find. Risk rips off the head of Kazeg, even gets himself an op out of that exchange. I know they have a ton of time to actually utilize this man advantage. Oh, good hit.
That just one solitary grenade though does so much damage, and now they're going to try and fight Rampro at him, but thankfully, for CR's sake, they do go 2 for 2, so it retains the man advantage, and Cammy is in the open on top of the double stack, next to the girder, and that is a very open position, especially when you don't have any flash support. So Advent's in a clutch position, and they know he's the B player. So they know he'll be rotating over, and they've already done some damage to him through the smoke. So I think this one is said and done. A little bit more of a brutal A take there from CR. They're turning up the pace a little bit, and it seemed to work for them.
Yeah, I mean, Kaze peeked it alone, I think, and just got destroyed. So I don't think he's going to be going for that too much more on his own. Yeah. Advent left with a save. As I had said, the one round win actually just ruins the economy of RA, so they are slightly in trouble here, even with this 1M4 being carried over. Kaze buys Mercury, maybe just about scrapes together the investment. Jamyoung, I think, is going to be a bit low on economy to get one, so it's not ideal. It's actually a tough decision here as to whether they want to fully buy, I think. They probably will just go for it with a player even double eco, but if this force doesn't work out for them, then they're potentially looking at an eco, and CR will have a chance to head towards potentially even a tied up scoreline at that point, and could still maybe even win the half. So definitely a scary position for RA to be in.
Yeah, no doubt. It's a great chance here for CR to close this one up again. That's excellent. And Kaze once again, even though he's going for an aggressive peek, can't be successful. And 11 HP on Kaze, no health on Advent after that shot from Risk. A flick down, a headshot, makes it look flashy. And this nade could be pretty spot on. Kaze is going to be a dead man, surely. Oh dear. Perfectly done. 5v3. Weaponry isn't great. Deagle, FAMAS. Surely this is a CR round.
What a shot from Cammy. I think he's still screwed though, unfortunately. Caught in the back here. There shouldn't be much trouble on the trade. It's Risk on the off who takes him out at the end, and Mercury, okay, somehow comes away with 2 kills. It's a bit of a miracle that he even gives them a fighting chance here, but it's still Jamyoung left alone in a 1-on-2. He's caught between a couple players as well. One of them in on mid, just about avoiding. Showing his shoulder there actually, and he's going in the right direction, yeah. Because that might actually have a shot here depending on whether this mid peak comes in, and also depending on the timing of it. It's not coming through.
I don't think he's made any noise like that entire time, which is why Kira didn't pounce. So actually Jamyoung's going to be given a chance here, but you just got to be wary of that possibility, and if he's not, then this flank will be successful from Kira. Now he's going back to look for it. What timing this could be for Jamyoung. He looks for it and he finds it. Now he's up against Risk, and he hears the bomb plant coming in. Nay to try and push him off the angle. It does superb damage, and he gets it done. Jamyoung with a sexy clutch. Awareness level 500. That was superb.
Yeah, as I had said, it was all about that timing on the flank, and it just didn't work out for Kira. Unfortunate. Well played.
They're so close to breaking it, aren't they?
Yeah,
the
nade spam combo worked out perfectly for Jamyoung as well. He's having a good game here, 15 and 6 right now.
Yep.
Hero there in the clutch. 8-4, double the scoreline for RA. Still possible for CR to come through with a pretty solid half. I mean, 6 or 7 wouldn't be terrible, but if they lose this round, then They might not even have that opportunity. RA could still come out with an 11-4 of their own. So let's see what they've got for us. Not quite as aggressive on the CT side this time around. I think they've realized it's been around ramp where CR have found pretty much their only opportunities throughout this game.
Yeah, you're right. Aggressive plays working out. And that previous round was a lot of fun to watch, to be fair. Jam Young, that play was perfectly sorted out, and they'll be happy because, again, that prevents Rariatum from falling down to completely broken economy. It's still not great with 2 FAMASs and an MP9, but they're just keeping CR at arm's length right now. Kaze, aggressive angle, but will take down his counterpart. Pays off for him this time. Oh, okay. Mercury didn't have any information that Ruben was already up toward that position. Showed his back to him, and Kaze's missed an opening shot as well. This gives Kira a chance to lurk through mid, and he hears the rotation of Cammy, and it's all fallen apart instantly. It's all Advent, and they know he's the B player. No reason to fight him anymore. You can look for the AK, but there's a big off angle being held by Wenzi, and that's a really nice recovery from CR. The opening pick went Kaze's way, but after that, no faltering.
That was a bit unnecessary initially with the aggression from Mercury. That seemed to be what spiraled things out of control.
Yeah.
They had a 5-on-4 until then, but handed it away, and that would have ruined the economy. Should be CR taking a 6th round, and a good shot at the 7th then as well, I'd imagine, with the actual buy for where we're at with this next round still not being perfect. So yeah, this is a very awkward spot now for RA to be in. No peeks around ramp this time coming in. CR just charged straight up, mollies down as well to make sure no one's hiding, and well, they shouldn't have too much trouble here against pistols. But as I say that, obviously Cammy rips off the head of Wenzi. Kaze nearly managing to catch another player and even doing some fantastic damage as he continues to peek. I don't know how he got away with so much. Eventually being punished though.
Yeah, and I think they'll not want to put themselves into too much trouble on A anymore. They're already walking back toward B, and they should be fine. 3 default pistols remain. Yeah, Cammy doing a good job there, just doing limiting damage as well. He is the second fragger right now, of course, the coach stand-in. I think every day of the week, Vertigo will prefer to play with their young star Mosier, but Cammy is most certainly a decent option in case of these issues. He will swing for the last, but Kate will comfortably get the last 3 kills. So he's up to 10 frags now of his own. Nicely even frags across the board, really, for CR Gaming. Only Wenzi lagging a little bit behind, so that's good to see. Everyone playing okay. And they could be in for an even half here. No AWP for Rare Atom. Kaze has to go for the FAMAS. So 8-7 or 9-6 will be our half-time score. Which one will it be?
Either way, I think RA are going to be a bit disappointed with the fact that they haven't come away with more. This has been, well, it looked like it should have been their half to run away with. Advent. Decent opening kill. It was risky for sure. But Wenzi has been pretty impactful over these last couple of rounds, so it's a big kill to find. Ruben's still holding for this push though. I was about to find 2 players coming around the corner. This is going to be rough. Do they line up? No, it's Advent who checks the close corner. The bomb, I think, is even a few steps ahead of them right now. They potentially are going to find that, which won't make much of a difference considering they've already wiped out CR.
Kaze is trying to hold a big off angle in mid. Why not when there's only 1 player remaining? But Kira will take him. But unfortunately, 24 HP. Cammy's going to swing wide. Looks for him. It's only 1 bullet with that AK that could be enough. And there it is. So it's a 9-6 half for Atom. Not actually too bad for CR Gaming. That could have most certainly been a lot worse. But we'll see if Atom can finish off the job on their opponent's map pick after a quick break. Second half, CR Gaming versus Rare Atom, the qualifiers from ESL Open going up against one of the established sides in the Asia Pacific region. Can they take the game to them in the second half? Rare Atom T side now with their coach Cami with the 9-6 lead. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, I think they showed us some good stuff during that first half. Maybe could have had a bit more, but we're capable in clutch situations and such. That's not a great start though. Risk pushing in mid, gets shut down by Kaze. Faded by the Glock. And now I was going to say CR desperately needing to play somewhere else on the map, and Kate decides to make that happen over towards the ramp where he's having a bit of a struggle fight right now.
Yeah, out of bullets with the USP, so has to fall away. Take advantage of that. Kira fighting away in mid. He's doing a great job right now, and they're kind of split up a Rare Atom. They're going together, but they're taking duels on their own, and Kira's doing a fantastic job of holding them at bay, taking down so many of them, and he even gets himself a third. Advent will go down. That drops the bomb as well. Wenzi and Ruben have a nice crossfire if Mercury wants to go forward, but he'll have to fall away. Maybe try and team up with Jam Young with that P250. You never know when Jam Young's P250 is ready and raring to go. But right now, it's a solid hold for CR.
Yeah, I don't think there should be a lot for Jam Young and Mercury to do. Trading out to the USP. Oh, okay. Mercury with the initial Glock headshot, jumping around, makes it work. Kirido looking for the ace here, not gonna find it as Mercury shuts him down. 1v1. This is winnable. He's up against the dual Berettas though at close range. They are so scary, and he doesn't even have a chance to land the bullets on Wenzi, unfortunately. 7-9, a lifeline for CR, an opportunity to start building up in the second half early on and to potentially get a lead going.
Yeah. Pissed around on the first half, went down to 1 versus 1, and it's the same this time around as well. The dance around generator going CR's way. Double Beretta just has so much ammunition. I mean, the Glock I think was almost out, and he still had around 6 bullets or so to spare in the dualies. So powerful. It is meta these days to go for those dualies. Kate tries to go for a deep push with the MP9 toward the bottom of the ramp, but Kaze holds him at bay. And says, okay, well, I'm going to tag you with a scout. Don't push any further. How dare you? Good nade. Tags down Cammy and Jam Young. That could have been even better if they were on the edge there.
A lot of damage been done early on here, though. Kate and Risk both tagged up. This weaker buy for Ram. Could still find something, especially as they've already walked their way in towards B. Kira pinned in on the back of the bomb site. What a shot from Mercury. Is there a second to be found? Unfortunately not, but his teammates, they are moving in on B in the meantime. He was serving as a bit of a distraction. And, well, thanks to that push up through the smoke, they do at least trade out on towards K. So the bomb's going to be planted. It's a 1 versus 2 for Risk. Low health already. Although Advent is also not looking too great himself, it's still going to be, I would say, unwinnable 1v2 at this point. As long as they set up for a trade.
Yep.
And there you go. Advent has the straight up shot, so it's not even necessary. 10-7 again. They trade back and forth. Neither team able to capitalize on winning out the pistol.
How long will it last this time, though? It got us to what? I think it was 3-2 to Atom before they finally put CR down to a full eco. And if it's CR who can be the team to put Atom down to a full eco, i.e. win the next 2 rounds somehow, and they are actually in the pound seats almost. But let's see how they go about this force buy. It is a Ford Eagle buy, no scout this time around. There are 2 players to fight though, and Kaiser's going to get caught jumping, but the trade should be instant, and despite the damage done to Jamyoung, he does get away with that one nicely. Mercury bails him out. Do all their default utility now and try and make sure they don't take up heads-up duels, but that's a gun that's been nabbed away by Wednesday, and he's somehow managed to get away behind the corner as well. If Kira gets his frag, it could be an issue, but thankfully Mercury gets that one done, but Ruben is still an issue on top of double stack. And of course, at least they know he's there, so it shouldn't be too big an issue, but leaving Jamyoung out to dry kind of there on the low HP lets Ruben push forward and grab that kill, and Wednesday's M4 is going to be in the action ever so shortly as well. Advent will try and get the bomb planted, and will do. But this flank is now an issue. We need to be worried about it. Thankfully, both Advent and Mercury are full health, but the M4 of Wednesday is now in between the 2 of them. Will Mercury expect it? Oh, he flicks up nicely. That could have easily gone south. And now the low HP of the Deagle on Ruben. Tap on the bomb will come in, but he's always going to shift into Advent, and they get away with it. So it will be 11 for Atom, and most likely 12 coming in.
Yeah, the rounds are still a little bit closer than I'd like, though. Rear Atom haven't been able to take too many easy rounds, too many straightforward ones on that first half, and I mean, although they've built up a little bit of money since it's easier to do here on the T side, they're not taking the most convincing early rounds here either, so we'll see now. Up against an Eco, they should be aiming to try and keep 4 or 5 standing at least, start building up some sort of an economy in case things go south once the guns come out. Peek down B right there. I saw one of the USPs jumping down the stairs. Apparently Wednesday actually gets a kill for himself doing so, but they don't have the same level of success over on the A ramp, so that bomb site left open now. There isn't really too much that Risk or Wednesday can do as the bomb's getting planted, but I mean, a Mach 10, go for a couple exits maybe. There's a Zeus as well you can throw over to Risk to try and steal away a kill, maybe a weapon. That's the best they're going to be aiming for.
Yeah, they're giving Risk the Mach 10 to go looking for a kill, because he might be able to get some bonus cash for that AWP, right? That will most certainly help him with Kevlar and maybe even a bit of utility in the next round. He does manage to hit a dink, but unfortunately no more. That plan at least was successful, just the result was not what they wanted. And now Wednesday's just hoping that someone's going to walk in through connector instead of that Zeus, but that's not going to happen. With Atom comfortable around the edge of the site, edge of the building. And they won't even have to deal with the bomb blast damage, so no problem. 4 players alive. Solid. And now it's up to CR Gaming to get that AWP of Risk in play, and to try and get some handle holds of this CT side.
Yeah, alright, take this gun round, and there's not going to be too many more opportunities for CR, so they need to turn things around here and now. Kate going aggressive, might trade places. No, just about catches Mercury in between the 2 smokes. That's exactly what they needed. They might even have, I was going to say, more entries if they're ready for this boost up, but no, not quite. Cammy catches the player in the background.
Jamyoung lurking around mid. Ruben with a pretty significant off angle here. Not really going to expect that one, but the damage is kind of even either way. Damage to Jamyang is critical. 8 to spare. Ruben on 30. Smoke in. Will drop on the edge of those sandbags, but Advent's hit a big entry, and that's the AWP move. He's going to go in basically solo for the peak toward the double stack, and he does get himself a second, but Ruben steps forward and trades it. Kaze needs this kill, and he grabs it. It's now all down to Wenzi, but it's a very, very winnable 1 versus 2. Just avoid the fire and walk forward, and he's got a good chance because Kaze's now locked in this corner, and Jamyang's 8 HP, but the flash helps out Kaze's escape. And he can only get damage. Wenzi, not the frag, and Raritan will manage to nab their 13th. That was close, but no cigar.
This is getting a little bit desperate now for them. Pistols at most being upgraded here. It's going to be 14-7, and if Raritan take that next gun round, then there's not going to be really any resistance for them to just breeze past the finish line here on map 1. Inferno up next is a much stronger map for Raritan as well. Easily one of their best statistically. Nades at least to back this up.
They put that to great effect in big events as well.
Yeah.
Raritan, of course.
This is where we thought CR had their chance, if any. Still knew it was kind of slim, and
sure.
There was a lot of promising moments. If they could have capitalized on winning out the pistol rounds, if they could have actually chained together a few of those early rounds, then I think we could be looking at a closer to 10-all, 11-all, something like that right now. It's unfortunate, but a good opening kill from Wenzi.
Something to work with for sure. But yeah, I mean, you mentioned Inferno, like the only erroneous result for Raritan on Inferno is the most recent one against the Mongols, of course, in the RMR. Unfortunately, probably one of the most important ones in their history, but previously they've beaten Harvey and Liquid on that map, so in Pro League, so you don't want to mess with these guys on Inferno, even with Cammy in the action. Okay, recovered for Risk, and he'll manage to chuck that over to Wenzi. Pistol swapped over. Oh, from the 5-7s, big swing with the flash, but unfortunately they weren't to know that Jamyang was already up toward the edge of yellow. Easy trade, flash would never have blinded him up. Wenzi's here, you never know what they can do with it. Great flashbang again, actually had to look away, and Wenzi gets himself a second. Advent's now in a clutch. He removes the AK from the equation, but there's a player coming in toward yellow. Is he aware of it? He is, and he can get a fresh reload off as well. Can he find Kira? He's managed to find that AK, which does certainly help out his cause. And the bomb is visible for Advent, but the time is against him. 20 seconds to pick this one up, and he does not know where Kira has crept off to. And Kira might just choose not even to peek here and just wait until the plant sound comes through. Advent will have to look for him, but he will be planting in the open, and the flank all the way around from Kira works out beautifully. Free AWP to be recovered. That's a lifeline for Clutch for Shaoran Gaming.
They've been getting most of their rounds off the back of big clutches.
Yeah.
To show you that clearly they have some very skilled players, and really everyone is performing to their best ability here on CR, between 16 and 13 kills, so it's fantastic to see. They just need that extra little push. Oh, down ramp. Those look like that's where most of the focus is going to be for RA as well. Oh, that is not good for Kate. Spammed up through the smoke, caught on the fade away, and already an early man advantage to the T side. They have full focus around ramp here as well. They're just going to completely overrun this A bomb site. Only one more player left in position. It's Kira. Okay, he's gotten himself two. Make that 3 as he somehow turns this around into a potentially winnable position, but it's going to be onto Wenzi to make that happen. 1-on-2.
It is doable. He's got utility and a kit this time. And Jamyang, as soon as he throws that smoke, that actually might give Wenzi a chance to peek, and there we go, there's the information, but now he can just play the time and wait for his teammate to help out. And even then, he didn't even need Cammy to come in and bail him out. Great stuff from Jamyang. Up to 21-12 in this game. That was a fantastic hold from Kira, and Raritan just weren't expecting a third player on the site ready to swing. But at the end of the day, it goes Raritan's way.
worst case scenario really for CR. Well, MP9s as well. Stuck with the weaker weapons. I'm slowing it down though. Not going as aggressive as they did in that previous round. Realizing that CR, who are limited with everything really this time around, waiting for some nades and such to be used, and the flash comes in. Advent good to still get away with 1 kill at least, but it's Kira again who makes it work for 2 of his own. He's been playing a very good game. He's been the one giving them a chance in most of these rounds.
True. Three-man walk back toward the B stairs, though. And the only man here to defend that is Wednesday with that FAMAS. He's in a decent spot, though. They have 2 Molotovs, so they want to clear out that position, however, and there we go. Here it comes. Will they peek ahead of it? They will, and the damage is significant toward Cammy, but they should be able to take him down somehow. He's still alive, fighting away with the USP, and in the end, Cammy actually is the one to have to take up that duel. If the USP hit 1 bullet there, Cammy would have been gone. The rotation is in, and now Jamyoung's in a difficult clutch with Risk in position with the AWP, but he elevates his position on the edge of the default box. Unfortunately, he's got no clue of the quick flank from Kate. And he will take that quick recovery. So another lifeline. And now it's a bit more of a significant lifeline because the money on Rare Atom isn't great.
We're going to be on a full eco here, so CR should at least be going up to double digits.
I say they deserve that overall.
Yeah, I mean, they could still technically come away with this map. It'd be a bit of a miracle that they have to be flawless from this point onwards, but it's doable, and it would give you some hope maybe moving on to Inferno. Kira again with 2 in on mid. Gruben, assisted by all the damage that had been done, gets to feed the economy with the MP9 as he makes it 3. Tech9's going around as well. And that was a quick round, exactly probably what RA wanted from that, just so that they can get back onto the gun round here, although the utility is very limited. I wouldn't mind seeing them just going for a bit of a quicker round here, because that's where they've found a lot of their success as well.
Well, let's see. If CR Gaming manage to get away with a round here, Atom will be on an eco again, and 14-10 turns into 14-12. Without any errors, of course. So, not out of the woods yet, Rare Atom. Utility is okay, it's enough, but it is relatively limited on the Rare Atom side as well. 2 players with nothing at all, and Mercury and Cammy. We've got 3 smokes though, and that's going to be more than enough, and the 1 Molotov to probably deal with the edge of gap, or perhaps sandbags where there is a player residing right now for Sharan Gaming.
Aggressive peek that he just about gets away with. That molly is gonna absolutely ruin Risk. Never mind, he somehow gets the smoke down, doesn't even take any damage, but he's going to be pinned in, serving instead as a distraction for Kate to try and come away with more. Gets 1 of his own as well before going down, but it still ends up in a 2-on-2. 30 seconds.
Smart pick from Cammy there, by the way. Tried to take advantage of the havoc going on, knew that there'd be a CT player rotating in, and Pete had a really good timing. Like that, but Wednesday's dealt with Kaze beautifully. So Cammy has to figure out this clutch. And there is a flank I think he has to worry about as well, if I'm not mistaken. And here he comes. It's Kira, caught in the back. And here we go for Sharan Gaming. There is a chance now. Another round for Atom where they're going to have to save. There's going to be no bomb plant in that previous, of course. No injection of cash. This round is going to be P250s at most. Tech9's maybe 1 set of Kevlar if you want to go for it. But 12 should be incoming. They're creeping ever closer.
Yeah, this is getting very scary for Atom at this point. The 12th should be pretty much confirmed here. I wouldn't imagine the pistols are going to do too much, and if the next gun round goes the way of CR, then suddenly we're looking at a tied-up game. But around B, it looks like. Leaving Kaze just to ensure that if anyone tries to push down ramp, that he'll be able to stop them from getting a flank. Yeah, though I don't think this plan is really going to give them too much success. Already the initial kill even being stolen away.
I'll be safe here. Is he looking to get himself some ecos? Being dinked down to 4 HP though, so pretty worth him hiding more now. And Changyang actually hits that shot toward Kate through the plywood. But yeah, there are 3 players pretty much here with the mid rotation to come in. A boost to go for a 1 dig, but not to be. And Ruben's in the perfect position as well.
One from Jamyoung. Single kill to at least give them something in the round. That is all. 14-12. Still surprised that this has been such a close game, if I'm being honest. The guns are coming out again for Rare Atom now. No op, unfortunately. I don't think, yeah. Kaze spent 4,800. I think he was just buying up a rifle, was it? Yeah. I mean, at least the nades are pretty much perfect.
That's what we can always hope for. Now I'm going to turn up the pace a little bit as well. Jamyoung takes no damage from the first molly, but a bit more from the second. Once again, they have a sort of a double hold toward ramp here. Sharon Gaming without having to go in too deep. 1 sandbags, 1 on the edge of the crane. Now they can use that Molotov to force them away from sandbags, but that smoke is in action again, but that's a big miss from Risk, and now they have to try and trade that quickly. They do, thanks to Kate. But how many more can they get? Surely not much. Jamyoung goes aggressive on the edge of that smoke and gets a really nice kill, but the damage again is significant. Kami's the only one who's full HP, gives a great chance for Kira to recover it, and he hits the headshot anyway. Again a close round, again a 2 versus 2. Kaze has a utility, and they're going to slow down the pace.
Should just be able to walk in here. Bit of utility as well to potentially block things off as they get the bomb down. Kaze's pretty low though, so thinking a nade or anything coming through could be dangerous with that molly in play, but there's going to be no chances to put it down for now. The bomb will be planted. Kira in the back lines actually being pushed by Kami. If he dies, then Kaze is kind of screwed on his zone, so he can't afford to let that happen. It's Kaze though who drops into the crosshair of Wenzi. Kami did have more success on his push, so it comes down to a 1 versus 1. Oh, and the volley perfectly timed to stop him from getting that flank gone. No, never mind. It actually bounced back. Sorry. That might give him a false sense of security right now. Oh, no. How does he get away with that?
He's got it as well. I can't believe he's got away with that. That's just an erroneous positioning from Kami. Like, it looked fantastic to begin with, but he was just a little bit too far forward when he took his duel, so he fell off the edge. Completely ruined his accuracy and ruined his aim. I can't believe it. That should not have happened. Thought for sure that Kami had the drop on him there.
It really did seem like it, but he had the read and then the drop down as they started the fight.
Yeah.
It was just horrible timing. 14-13, this game is going neck and neck at this point. That nade on the Jamyoung. Decent damage, yeah, down to 69, nice.
Nice.
Another nade. Slowly chipping away at RA here in the early stages. Kate himself, though, taking some damage, so early exchanges. Mid peek from Ruben there. I don't think they're going to push the issue, though, so just a little bit of info taken, and well, as the kill comes in towards ramp right now, this is where pretty much everyone looks to be grouping for RA, and despite the initial kill from Risky, staying aggressive. Another kill from Kate as well. This is just falling apart for Rare Am.
Versus 5. We could be in for a guaranteed round 30 coming in here. Kate goes super aggressive as well, and that's a lovely frag on top of the double stack. Kaze will at least trade it, but only 2 flashes to help out this play. It's not going to work for you. Try and get himself in toward Gapper. Actually, it does at least get 1 frag back in return. So, Sharon Gaming need to be a bit careful here. Ruben is toward double stacking. Kazi's going to have to pop his head back up when he gets off that bomb plant. Now, all 3 players are going to run him down, and yes, they peek it together as a group, as you should. Good team play. And we're back even again at 14 rounds apiece. Bomb plant will at least give Raratum a bye. But still, it's CR Gaming who are in the ascendancy right now.
It's insane that we've ended up in this position, 14-14. I was not expecting this, and I don't think Raratum were either. It's probably taken them off guard a bit, and again, if they lose out here on Vertigo, then I think we're looking at a likely 3-map series. Jam Young hoping that they were going to peek him, but not happening right now. Instead, again, the nades are coming through, just chipping away, doing that early damage where possible. Boost Wednesday, I don't think seeing him. Oh, definitely now has the info. Good damage on the Cammy. Again, just getting away with some early damage that goes untraded.
Flash over the top from Kate. Kira is in between the play though. Down the ladder in mid. Catching Mercury off guard. He had no clue that, that position was exposed. Now it's going to be pretty much a full execute in toward B. Molotov for the quad position will be smoked by a teammate, so Wednesday can stay alive there. That's going to be a big problem for Raratum to try and deal with, actually. So they just don't peek until the last second. They should be fine, and it's working out really well. Kate gets 1, Wednesday gets another. Now Kaze has to step up, but there are 2 players trying to fight him, but the kills come through instantly. Somehow gone from a 2 versus 4 to a 2 versus 1 in a split second. They found the play on the edge of the smoke beautifully. And now Kaze can just wait for the information on where Ruben's coming from. Will plant safe from the flank. And Ruben's actually quite far away at this point. What a fight.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you've got to be saving of your Ruben. I think they need the money for the fight for overtime, but he's going to be moving in. He's looking to see if there's anything to salvage. Kaze up close, okay, gets dropped, but tons of damage is done in the meantime, and Jam Young can just play the time on that bomb, waits it out a few seconds, then peeks, and there we go. 15-14, but it took them a long-ass time to get that 15th round, so I'm still a little bit worried for them.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong, but it was still a fantastic fight. That could have gone either way. Sharon Gaming played that probably to the best of their ability. They didn't overpeak when they didn't need to. They didn't peak when they didn't need to, and they played so well to get the opening frags and then just stay alive for as long as possible to wait for those rotations. But the way Jam Young picked apart the positions alongside Kaze was absolutely superb. And Jam Young has hit the magic 30.
Slowing things down massively now. It really has been a slower second half, right? When CR were on their T side, it seemed like they were playing a bit crazier at points.
Agreed.
Slow on the move though, pushing in around mid. Didn't see a lot of focus there from CR on their T side.
Oh, the slow move up ramp this time could be something that catches them off guard. That's a good switch around at least. Significant damage. And it is a 2 for 1. Once again, a disadvantage that Raratum have to come back from. This is too late, surely. This is way too late.
20
seconds to go. And he's in the perfect position. This is going to OT, ladies and gentlemen. Kaze is last alive, and he'll get taken out. It's what they deserve, I would say. Sharan Gaming, they absolutely put up a fantastic half in this one, and will be going on for a little while longer in OT. So, good to see.
Yeah, damn, I'm very surprised we've made it to this point, though it looked like Reratum should have had this game a while ago, if I'm being honest, but they let too many clutch rounds slip away and let a massive lead go away from them as well. Impressive stuff from CR, though, we've got to say. Again, if they steal this, then who knows, maybe they can pull off a miracle on Inferno as well.
Who knows? Of course, the caveat for Atom is the fact that they, of course, played with their coach, Cammy, but he's not been a liability this game at all. Only that one versus one that he probably should have won that we were speaking about earlier. Obviously, that makes a big difference and probably would have won the game at regulation instead, but he's not been that bad at all. Kaze's got the D-Law with the Kashanda gold stickers on it, which are incredibly expensive as far as I know. Pretty hot. I'm look that up right now, actually, while we've got some time.
Yeah, I mean, it's understandable for Reratum that they want a couple of minutes before they get back into this. Take a breather, try and find out what the hell has been going wrong. I do think I heard him typing there to ready back up, so we shouldn't be too much longer anyway. But yeah, I mean, at the very least here, the economy isn't going to be an issue anymore, so they'll get what they need.
Yeah.
12,500, as long as they're not buying ops every round, then they should be good.
If this website isn't lying to me, apparently those Kashanda gold stickers, you know, the ones with like the fish on from the old Vega Squadron team, apparently they're $5,400 each. So it's not just the AWP that's expensive there. I thought they were expensive. I was curious and had to look. But anyway, it's all important matters. Beginning of overtime. Kate already tagged down by that nade, so an early start to Atom, of course. They're having to continue on the T side, like we said. Can always be a bit of an issue after you've been firing away on T side for so long. Struggling to get over the line. So we'll have to see how that plays out for them.
A lot of nade damage again towards Mercury. Now the flash, perfect for the finish on Cammy. Jamyoung's gotten a kill in the meantime as he continues to rack up kills. Gone towards 30 at this point as risk. Living up to his name, they're taking a very risky play around the smoke of the sandbags. Only able to get away with the one before being traded on again. Jamyoung is always the one getting these trades, it seems. He's been very effective so far throughout this map, and well, as he puts the nades down for his teammates to get in towards the bomb site, they should be looking at the bomb plant, although it's, I was going to say, not going down quite yet. Wenzi might just be able to stop it. He doesn't, but he gets 2 kills out of it instead.
Not much you can do about that. Now Jamyoung is set up for a 1 versus 3, but even though he's a top fragger of the game, he's not going to be able to do much about Kira's positioning. Great stuff from Sharan Gaming. They're in the lead now at 16-15. It's been a long time since we could say that. And they're even pulling out all the stops now. We've got the Scar 20 out. Haven't seen that one in a while. We'll be going for some wall bangs around the elevator position. That's still possible, I believe, to do some cheeky damage. Keep an eye on that.
This is crazy. CR starting to get themselves a nice lead even going. Ruben's on an auto sniper, what the hell? Don't love it. See though.
T-side auto sniper's way worse.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't love the auto sniper in general.
Yeah, fair. especially in the position he's in toward gap. I mean, like,
Very
I know you only
strange.
need two quick body shots, but I'd prefer slightly different positioning on that one. As I said, you can do some wall bangs around elevator with the auto sniper that can often do some damage, but he's just gonna chill for now in a normal position.
Again, very slow rounds being played out. We're at him, I think, hoping someone was going to peek on the B side of things for them to maybe punish and find an opening. Instead, they're going to be walking into a stacked up bomb site. There's 4 players right now in on B. Kate being the one alone on ramp over on A. He's already gotten an opening kill in their favor, as well as Cammy already has 2. There we go. The flashes were brilliant. They just somehow managed to sweep up that bomb site. Kira's going to do what he can as he pushes through the smoke and gets 1. But the wild spams are not going to get any follow-ups. Although Kate will. What is happening? Again.
Vertigo can't keep more than one player alive in a clutch so far, it seems. Putting Kaze in, and once again a tough position, but it's so winnable for him. Gun barrel spotted, he's waiting for Kate to cross, and there's the frag. And now it's AWP versus AWP in this 1 versus 1. No kit for Kira in overtime. That is a big oversight, and that's a big no-scope miss. Knife comes out, and Kira gets it. Oh my goodness, can you believe it? But where's the kit? Where's the kit, Kira? He's found it, but there's no time. Oh no, I can't believe he's got away with that one, Kaze. But that counts as a clutch, and we're back even again at 16 apiece. Wow.
Well, damn. I thought they were screwed, but pulled it off in the end thanks to time. If he had the kit on him, there was plenty to get that defuse in, so it's unfortunate. Double up setup on the CT side. You don't see a double up too often. There we go. See where exactly they're going to be putting those.
All I'm saying is that if Kira had bought a kit, they would have won that round.
Yeah.
And he had what, 8 grand in overtime? It's just, you know,
They'd won
it's
the first
unforgivable.
round and all.
It's almost unforgivable, isn't it, to not have a kit in this situation.
Oh, he actually gets away with some damage there, and it gave Kira a chance to hit the wall bang. Unfortunately, they still don't come away with an advantage. The trades manage to favour Rare Atom elsewhere.
Oh, there's an open pick here for Kaze if he wants to look for it, and there it is. Kate creeping up, gets removed. And could that fortunate clutch for Rare Atom and Kaze push them through to a 2-1 in OT here? It's going to be pretty decent, but they're going to be up past the angle. It's going to have to be a big carry performance from Kira, and he's got tagged down to 12 HP now. Wenzi is here, but the trade is instant. And they know exactly where Kira is. Nice flick upward. It's actually planting very close to him, and now it's actually a bit of an issue. Surely not Kira! He's done it this time! What on earth is going on in this game? And Kira with a quad kill, 3 of them being on 4 HP. They get the 2-1 instead. Wow.
How do they keep coming away with these clutches? It makes no sense. I mean, I understand again that they are playing with their coach, but they are still letting a lot of rounds slip that they should not. So many clutch situations given away that they could have avoided an overtime altogether, really, if they had just tightened the hatches for 1 or 2 of those rounds. Instead, now they need a flawless CT side here in this overtime if they want to try and take the victory here and now. All 3 is what they'd be looking for. Let's see. Risk still open on the T side. I wasn't too sure whether they'd decide to go all rifles or not, but no, they still open up in play.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think he's been playing pretty well so far this game. boost. Haven't really seen this in the previous half at all. That could really work out nicely, but Wenzy's searching for Advent, and he's found him as well. An early advantage. Sharan Gaming pushing through to a possible map points coming in here. How about that?
Kami playing around the smoke. Actually swings a bit too wide, unfortunately. Won't get away anymore. There's a risk on this op is just opening things up for CR Gaming. This is crazy. It looks like they're going to run away and get this victory after all, potentially. Kira pushed up deep in towards A as well. Should be able to put the nail in the coffin before they even realise what's going on here. Here we go. Knife in hand. There was nothing Kaze could do.
Yeah, no information at all. Now Jamyang's in an impossible clutch with how much deep control they have on A as well. One will go down. No utility on this retake. He'll go for it as it's overtime, but it is probably a 0.01% chance, even in this ridiculous game. How many can he find, at least? He's been the main man on the squad so far. And unfortunately, he can't add to his tally this time around. And look at this. Sharan Gaming, 18-16. They have 2 map points on their map pick, but this did not look likely for so long.
No, I mean, they were competitive in the early stages. They kept it back and forth, but it did seem like we were at them for most of it. We're just that little bit ahead, but a few crazy clutches, and suddenly they have themselves in a position here to actually take the victory. Doable. The trades on the ramp from Jamyoung, he has been impressive. He's the one that seems to come away with these multi-kills. Unfortunately, his teammates need to do the same. As Risk shuts down that sandbag player. That is not what they wanted. 3-on-2. Kami and Advent rather to try and save the day. Honestly, they're kind of screwed.
Oh, the flash is so good, and Wenzy still gets away with it. I can't believe it. That should have been a 2v2. Would have had an instant trade, and it probably still would have put Kami in this clutch, but either way, Risk switching to the AK instead, just to make doubly sure he doesn't get caught off with the AWP. A nice little spam from Kami, but now they know where he is. Trying to go for the peak on top of double stack, but it's not to be. And Sharan Gaming, guys, they have taken their